All right, welcome back to Lions franchise here on Madden 24. We beat the Chiefs last week in a game where they came down the field and probably could have just kicked the extra point to tie it up, but they decided to, with no time left, they were going to go for two, and they didn't get it, so we won. They scored a touchdown with no time on the clock and went for two, so that was a little surprising, but we hung on, win their week one. We're taking on Minnesota this week. We're quite a bit higher overall than they are, but they won last week. We're both 1-1, so winner of this game will take the lead in the division. We did win a weekly award. Jahmyr Gibbs, 34 carries, 290 yards rushing, 7 yards away from breaking the record for most rushing yards in a game. Did also have a couple of catches. And we'll get into our weekly strategy here. I think I really want to go run inside. We're going to continue to run the ball this week. And I wanted to change one of our focus players, but I'm not sure who now. I don't know who I want to take out. I also don't remember who I wanted to put in, so hopefully we can get gold here. I only got bronze last week, so there's McDonald with a catch. We're already at bronze. That one's knocked down. We lose our multiplier here. There's a catch. And obviously you want to, sometimes go for those short passes and get the multiplier up. But if you can push it down the field, you get a lot more points that way. There's McDonald again. Should try to get the passing game a little more involved this week. That one's knocked down. That hurts. We really weren't able to pass the ball much against the Chiefs. I mean, they had some pretty good corners, and they really shut us down a lot of the game. They were getting pressure too, so we're only going to get silver. That's fine. I don't want to just keep doing the drill over and over and, take up more time in the video, so. Hopefully no injuries here. Do have a shoulder strain for Brewer, it looks like. That's not good. He's one of our better players, so. And does anybody know if your quarterback can actually get injured in practice? We have an ACL sprain for one of the backup offensive linemen, so that's really not going to affect things. Got upgrades though. We've got a whole bunch of upgrades. We've got our defensive tackle here, one of the backups, who actually has 2 upgrades. I'm going to put up run stopper, try to get his block shutting up. Goes up by quite a bit. Still very low. I'm really not sure why this guy's on the team, honestly. I don't imagine he ever sees the field. Kirby Joseph, we're going to go hybrid. I mean, And we'll go ahead and take a look at his abilities. He's got selfless. I don't like that. That's not a great ability. Let's go shutdown. He's got recuperation. He's got bench press. Bonus fatigue to their man coverage target after a successful. I don't really like that either. I think we'll go strip specialist. And let's go tip drill. And I think we'll look to change some other guys' abilities here too. Kevin Brewer going to be out this week. He has superstar, so he also has abilities. We haven't given him any abilities, so let's go unfakeable. Let's go one step ahead. And let's go pick artist. I think that sounds good. Not going to help us this game with him being out, but we'll go field general, get Jack Campbell up to a 90 overall. And he's just got star dev. Been in the league for 4 years now. Tariq Wallace. We'll get him up to 90. We'll go power rusher here. +5 awareness, +1 injury, and +1 pursuit. Gets his awareness to 90. He's got 93 power moves. I think we're going to start working on upgrading run stopper and getting his block shedding up. I like the I think we'll go unstoppable force. I like that. I don't think he needs unfakeable. Let's go adrenaline rush. I like BOGO. Free pass mushroom move once per play. And we can leave extra credit on. So got Brian Branch here. We'll go hybrid. +2 awareness, +1 man, +2 zone. His coverage is pretty good. I mean, he's got 82 zone, but he's got 96 man coverage as a safety. Go agile on Tyler Linderbaum. Get a few upgrades there. Nick Mullins has an upgrade. I think we go pass coverage here. Doesn't go up an overall point, but gonna get +1 man and +2 zone. So just gonna put his zone coverage up to 75. And what is his man coverage? 63. It's not horrible for a linebacker. Let's go strip specialist. And let's do unfakeable. First time I'm actually making sure we have all of our abilities set to what we want them to be. Gonna get block shedding up by 1 for Liam McNeil. Gavin Hutchins has an upgrade. We'll go agile. We've got a lot of good offensive linemen on this team. Leon Irving has an upgrade. He played excellent in the last game. Go man-to-man. +2 awareness. +2 man, +2 zone. His man and zone are almost into the 80s. We're probably going to be a while before we know his dev trait. Dylan Collins has an upgrade. Go pass coverage. He's one of our backup linebackers. Go run stopper for Brian Friedman. And we don't know his development trait, but we know it's at least superstar or better because he just gained an ability slot. Oh my. Austin Church is going to get an upgrade here. Just go agile. He's got hidden dev as well, probably just star. We'll do Antoine Pippin because he is our kick returner. Maybe he'll get, anything interesting here. No, just some coverage. He's fast. I just don't think he's ever going to get on the field on defense. He's not. I mean, I guess if we had an injury, maybe. Still have trade offers for Verdon. A linebacker. They'll give us Nate Hobbs. That's not a horrible trade. They'll give us Marte Mapu. The Browns will give us Antonio Weber, a 4th, a 5th, and a 7th. I mean, they're not horrible trades, but I really don't want to give up, one of our defensive linemen and I mean, he gets on the field enough. It's going to be our first home game of the season. And we're taking on the Vikings. 5 runs of 20 or more yards for Jahmyr Gibbs last week. Hopefully we can keep it up. Not entirely sure we're going to be able to, but of course we're going to try to pass the ball here today too. So want to get McDonald involved. Want to get Ray Clayton involved as always. But if we can run the ball, I mean, we're going to continue to run it. So looks like the Vikings are going to get the ball first here. So our defense is going to take the field after the kickoff. Assuming they don't run it back, but most of the time with Stonehouse, it's a touchback. I mean, he's a touchback machine, so. And after they take the field, we'll take a look at the Vikings. We'll see what their team looks like. Joe Thomas is their quarterback. He's got 2 touchdowns and a pick in the first game, so. And they did win that game. Vikings have Joe Thomas at quarterback. Zach Wilson is actually the backup. And then they've got a created player. Devin Singletary is the running back. I remember he gave us some trouble, and so did Broderick Claxton last season. Tyler Escobar is their fullback. Still got Justin Jefferson. They've also got Amari Cooper. Jordan Addison's here. They've got Calvin Childers. And they've got Dennis Pittman. So it's a really good receiving core. They've still got TJ Hawkinson. Mike Folk is the backup tight end. So they got Darren McCoy at left tackle. Jonathan Batista at left guard. Center's Garrett Bradbury. Ed Ingram's the right guard. Brian O'Neill's the right tackle. It's not the best offensive line, but they're not horrible. Not totally terrible. Dexter Graham at left end. Backup is the rookie DeMarcus Davis. Right end is rookie Levi York. So Mozzie Smith at D tackle. Backup is Jacqueline Roy. Danielle Hunter still here. And they've got John Gardner, who's given us some trouble in the past. TJ Edwards. Corners Byron Murphy. Bryce Hall. Dalvin Andrews. CJ McGee is a rookie, who it actually says is the third string. Yeah, he would be because they've got the two starters. It's a really good secondary. Lewis Seen, and then safety Rashawn Cartwright, and then Roses is their kicker. So they don't really have a good kicker. Jack Fox is the punter, but he's kind of past his prime, so hopefully we can play well here today. Sometimes it's hard to string two really good games in a row together. They've got a great receiving core. They've got a great secondary. I feel like we're probably going to be competing with the Vikings for the division. Dropped by Hawkinson. Looked like he never really brought that one in. At Oliver threw. And that one's going to be picked off by Scott. He's going to get tackled at the 18-yard line. First turnover of the game. Tyquan Scott, who's going to be playing more today with the injury to Brewer. And that was right to him. I mean, just an excellent play there by Scott. Gabriel Barkley now going to take the field. Didn't play well last week. Didn't throw the ball a ton. Only 16 attempts. But when you have Jahmyr Gibbs playing so well, it's kind of hard to justify throwing the ball a lot. Let's start with a pass here. Throw it out to Ray Clayton. He's going to get about 11. I think we'll follow that up with a run. Going to hand it off up the middle here to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3. I think we'll give it to him again. Hopefully this opens up the middle here. It does. He's into the end zone. It's his third rushing touchdown of the season. Pretty sure. 3 plays, only had to go 18 yards. I love scoring first, especially when we don't start the game with the ball. And they're going to come right back out onto the field here. Going to scramble and just throw it away. Joe Thomas feeling the pressure. We were able to get quite a bit of pressure on Patrick Mahomes last week. And they really have a better offensive line than Minnesota. That's going to go down as a rush. He did get back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't really get any more than that. They're going to get that one all the way down the field. Amari Cooper with a 28-yard gain. And that's what happens when you have such good receivers. I mean, it just takes one play. And we may not be able to stop these receivers much today, but hopefully we can at least stop the run. That one's going to be dropped. Scott again on the coverage. And I'm pretty sure Hutchinson's X Factor was supposed to be activated this entire game, but it's not. Aleem McNeil with the sack. He plays well. He makes the most of his opportunities when he gets onto the field. So Pippen gonna return the ball here. That's a pretty decent return. Gonna get us out to the 25. Again, 290 last week for Jahmyr Gibbs. This is our first serious drive of the game. Only had to go 18 yards last time. So see what we can do when we've got the whole field to go. Gibbs is going to pick up 5. I should have looked at Gibbs' abilities because he's one of the few players that I did not look to change him. I'm going to go read option here. Gabriel Barkley, only going to get a yard. And get it out to Gibbs on the pass. He's going to pick up a few yards there. Bring up a 3rd and 2. We're already out to midfield here. I think we're just going to hand it off to Gibbs again. He doesn't quite get there. We're going to go no huddle and just go right back to it. And now he has the first down. Hasn't been quite as explosive so far today, but has been pretty effective. I'm going to give it to him again here. He's only going to get about 2. And Barkley going to avoid the sack, going to scramble. He's still going all the way down to the 18-yard line. Nice gain there for Gabriel Barkley. Hand it off to Gibbs. He's going to get 5 more. They really want us to run the ball here. I think I'm okay with that. I'll run it to the weak side here. Gibbs not able to get through there. We'll go no huddle here. Throwing it out to Ray Clayton. He makes the catch, but he wasn't able to get any yards. We'll kick the field goal. You know, obviously, if you watched the last episode, that I missed a very short field goal against the Chiefs. But we're going to hit that one. Take a 2-possession lead. I think it makes sense there to kick the field goal. And just take a 2-score lead. We did all right working the ball down the field. It was a decent drive. Would have liked a touchdown, but not upset about the field goal. Especially with the way our defense is playing. And I mean, we've got 3 X Factor guys on the defensive line, so a lot of the times we are able to get that pressure. We've got stars all over this defense. I think we're going to have trouble keeping the team together. I mean, we're going to have to re-sign a lot of these guys, and it's going to get expensive. So we need to make a run, and we need to make a run now. Especially while we have our quarterback on his rookie deal. So Tariq Wallace had the sack on the last play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 here. And we're chasing him. He's taking off now. He's going to throw it away. He had space in front of him. I don't know why he didn't just take off. But he threw it away, so we're going to get the ball back here. They go 3 and out. And maybe the Vikings aren't the team that's going to compete in the division. Maybe nobody competes in the division. I don't know. Packers were pretty good last year. So, I'm pretty sure they were. If I'm remembering correctly. Gonna get about almost 10 on that run from Gibbs. Gonna hand it off to him again. And he's gonna get quite a few more yards. He's been the workhorse for us here. He's going to take it for 8 more. 12 rushes for 65 yards already. I think we'll run it again, and then we'll maybe look to do something else, but he's going to get all the way down to the 2. And how can we not just give it to him again? Going to dive over everybody into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game. We're going to take a 3-score lead here, 17-0. Vikings get the ball back here. They haven't had a whole lot of offense today. As Joe Thomas had a guy wide open and just missed him. He's not the highest overall quarterback. Our quarterback's not a real high overall either, but he's not as low as Joe Thomas is as they look to hand it off here. Singletary going to pick up about 8. And they could do pretty much whatever they want here. They could even run the ball on 3rd and 2. But they're going to throw. And Justin Jefferson had to dive for that one. Not an accurate pass. And they're going to punt. And this game is looking to already get out of hand here. They're already down 3 scores. As long as we take care of the ball, we should be doing good here. I think maybe we take a shot here this first play. Frey Clayton gets open enough, we'll throw it to him. He's going to be wide open. Yep. 4 for 4 for 40 yards for Gabriel Barkley. Hasn't thrown it a ton so far, but he's completed every one of his passes. Gibbs only going to pick up 2 there. Let's go with an end around. Let's get Gabe Davis on an end around here. Going to get a nice block. He's going to pick up about 7. And that's going to allow us to run the ball here on 3rd and 1. Gibbs is going to get another first down. He's already over 100 yards rushing. I think we're going to go play action here and look to hit Ray Clayton. Hampton, one of our backup linemen out there, is the 3rd tight end. Get Ray Clayton there. He's going to get us down to the 3. I think we try to reward that here with a touchdown, but I almost like throwing this ball to McDonald. I think they're going to follow the guys running the slants there, and he should get open here. So he does, but maybe we throw it just a little too soon. Here's our draft class. We had Leon Irving, corner. He was our main guy we drafted. Had a few other guys that should be pretty good. McDonald, obviously. I'll throw this to Gibbs. It's a little high. Pressure was there. I think we just try to run this in on 3rd and goal. They're expecting the run here. Gibbs is going to get into the end zone, though. What's that, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game? Eight plays, 67 yards. We've kept the ball on the ground quite a bit today, but we've been effective enough passing the ball. And apparently my controller batteries are low. So hopefully they last me through the rest of this game. I'm sure they probably will. Irving with another sack. It's his 2nd career sack. He had one last week as well. He may take over for some of those corner blitzes and really end up getting a decent amount of sacks this year. Oliver tried to hit him. Somehow he got the ball away to Hawkinson, and that's a first down. So 24-yard gain. Hawkinson's first catch of the game. And you never want to count the Vikings out. Obviously, they had the big comeback. What was that, 33 points a couple of years ago against the Colts? I mean, they score a touchdown, and You know, maybe you throw a pick six and suddenly they're right back in the game. So that one was dropped. They've had a few drops today. We're bringing the pressure on this one. And it's going to get there. And they're going to go no huddle here. We're coming right back after him again. And Hutchinson with a sack. And it's fumbled. And Wallace gets it. And he's going to be rolled down. Our second turnover of the game. Gonna take a shot to Ray Clayton here. He's gonna catch it and get down to the 1. He's got 5 catches in this game already. But at the 1 yard line, I think we gotta at least try to give it to Gibbs here, and he's gonna get another touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. And a 31-0 lead here. Ray Clayton's had a good game, just hasn't really had the touchdowns yet, but he's got quite a few yards already. The receivers don't really have a lot of yards. Maybe we look to target them a little more in the second half. At this point, we're kind of running. We do get the ball to start the second half. Oh, if he would have jumped up, that would have been an interception. But we know most players that aren't in the secondary don't jump in this game. So we had that challenge last week, and Aiden Hutchinson was supposed to be in the zone for this entire game, but he's only just now in the zone. So, I mean, why did they tell me he'd be in the zone? And they're gonna get a big play here. Irving can't track him down. Jordan Addison gonna take it for a touchdown. Minnesota feeling a little bit of life here with 42 seconds to go in the first half. But if they think I'm not going to try to come down the field and score, they're wrong. We're going to try to at least get a field goal out of this. We've got all our timeouts. So. Pippen going to take the kickoff. He's only going to get out to the 20, but that's all right. Maybe we'll do it with a slot fade here. I'll just take a shot to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Throw it deep down the field. Almost caught it off the tip, but I think we'll go with the screen. Just try to pick up the first down and maybe get a little bit more than that. Looks like we're going to get out of bounds there, so. I'm just going to loft that one up. Hope it doesn't get intercepted. They had Ray Clayton well covered on that play. I usually look to go to him when we call that. And Gibbs is down the field. He's open. Just going to overthrow him a little bit. He would have had a touchdown on that. They want us to run the ball on 3rd and 10. I really don't want to do that. What do we have to go to McDonald? Nothing practically. Okay. We'll look for something to Ray Clayton here. And I was looking to check that down, but we're going to get sacked. And Minnesota's going to call a timeout, so we'll punt the ball. They're not going to have very much time left here. 6 seconds. Maybe they just take a shot. We've seen they can score quickly, though. They're just going to take a knee. It's a little bizarre calling a timeout to get the ball back and then just taking a knee. It's going to be 31-7 at the half. We get the ball to start the second half, so. Halftime here. I'm looking at my phone, looking at looking at my YouTube analytics from the short I posted earlier. It's done all right. I mean, we hit 500 subscribers not too long ago, which is really awesome. If you like the video, you can subscribe, and there's always going to be more. So. And for anyone else that's also thinking this, Madden 25 is gonna be this year, but are they gonna call it Madden 25? Because there's already been a Madden 25. They called the 25th anniversary Madden 25. So that's gonna be interesting. Excited for the college football game that's supposed to come out. I was looking earlier on eBay at copies of NFL Head Coach 09, which could be fun. I don't know. Never played it, but take a shot to Ray Clayton here. He was kind of covered there, so not a great play. We'll go play action crossers and try to get this to Gabe Davis. Try to get a big play here. He's going to be open. He's going to catch it. He's going to get us down to the 41. Go back to an inside zone here with Gibbs. He's only going to get 2. He goes to the outside zone. He's going to get a couple of blocks. He's going to fight through a tackle and pick up a couple. Since we're in the same formation, we can go back to play action crossers again. Gonna get it to Gabe Davis again. Down to the 13. Gonna get it out to Ray Clayton, who drops the ball. Knocked out of his hands there, so. Maybe we'll run the ball here on 2nd and 10. And they've started to have an answer for the run game here. I'm going to try to get it to Gabe Davis here. He almost makes the catch. I mean, I think I'm going to go with the fake field goal. Try to get Hendon Hooker to run the ball here. And he didn't have much space on that one, so I was hoping he could take it outside, but it just was not there. So, I mean, we're up 31-7. I like the fake there. I don't think a field goal really helps us a whole lot. I mean, it puts us up 34-7. What's that really gonna do? Singletary with the first down. I think they're just in a little bit too big of a hole here. Ed Oliver coming after the quarterback. He's gonna start to scramble there. Maybe if he had taken off sooner, he would have had more yards. I mean, probably. Verdon gonna make the tackle. He's gonna get about a yard on the play. Gonna throw that one. It's caught. It's a first down. 3 catches for 40 yards for TJ Hawkinson. Lee McNeil chasing the quarterback. He's going to scramble here. He's going to get about 9. He's been hard to keep in the pocket today. I mean, he tries to scramble. Doesn't always pick up a lot of yards, but just the fact that he's avoiding a sack and avoiding losing yards. So big for the Vikings. So going to get that one out. They're looking to score a touchdown here. Again, I just don't think with how much time we can take off the clock running the ball that they really have time to come back. They're going to get that one out, and it's Justin Jefferson with the touchdown. They're going for 2, though. Okay, well, maybe. I mean, this would make it a 2-score game here, wouldn't it? They're going to get the 2. So, maybe they're right back in the game, but Pippen going to take the kickoff here. He just has a couple of kickoffs already where it's like, if we could just hold our blocks, he would be gone. But kickoff returns are hard because you really have to have a lot of good special teams players that can actually block, or you have to have a really dynamic kick returner. Gonna get it to Ray Clayton there. 175 passing so far for Gabriel Barkley. And I think we will have to come right down the field here. Gonna throw it to Ray Clayton again. That's knocked out of his hands. Get it to Ray Clayton again, though. It's down to the 26-yard line. And now we're going to look to run the ball. And they've really shut down the run here in the second half. That's why we've looked to maybe throw it a little more. They have not let Jahmyr Gibbs have anything here in the second half. Ray Clayton again, though. What do I like here? Like the double slants, maybe. Get it to Gabe Davis, but he drops the ball. No passing touchdowns so far for Gabriel Barkley. We'd love to get him one here. Gonna get it to Gabe Davis again. He threw his hands again. They said it was knocked out, but I think he maybe just dropped it. We're at the 7-yard line, so might be hard to throw anything too short of the end zone. Gibbs gonna drop the ball. I think now we take the field goal. I think that's going to get it back to a 3-score game here. They could have tied it with 2 touchdowns, 2 more 2-point conversions, so that field goal gets it back to a 3-score game. Haven't had quite as much scoring here in the second half for us. Minnesota's looked better. At Oliver trying to get the sack here. They're going to get that one away. Joe Thomas has felt a lot of pressure today. Going to scramble here and just throw it short. Get quite a few yards after the catch there. He's thrown for 200 yards. He does have an interception. He's been sacked once and fumbled the ball, so. I mean, he's been sacked several times, but he's fumbled the ball once when he was sacked, so. I think we bring a blitz here. And that one's going to be picked off by Jaden McPhee. He's been quiet today, but going to have the interception there. I think we run the ball here. Minnesota's turned the ball over 3 times, and we have yet to turn the ball over. The hole is not opening up quite like they were in the first half. That, or I'm just not seeing them. But it's going to take us to the 4th quarter here. We've probably already put this game away, but it could definitely put it away with another touchdown here. Barkley going to get sacked. Gonna try to get to Ray Clayton. It's knocked down. Maybe should have tried to get it to Gabe Davis, but we'll punt. I mean, just like last week, we get nothing out of the interception, so. Had 1 interception last week against Patrick Mahomes. We got nothing out of it, so. I'm going to take that one. That's complete. Gain it 2 there. I mean, I think we've got this game pretty well in hand here. We'd have to have a massive collapse to. We'd have to have a pretty massive collapse to let the Vikings back into the game. So gonna get it out to the running back. He's only gonna get 2. I mean, they're just taking time off the clock here. 6 minutes left in the game. That one's dropped. Another incompletion. 4th and 8 here. You got to think they're going to go for it, and they are. And we're going to try to bring the pressure and force Joe Thomas to make a mistake here, maybe even get sacked. But he's going to have a completion. Amari Cooper, who has 74 yards receiving today on only 4 catches. And go with a pitch play there. And they're going to get into the end zone. So they're going to kick the extra point here. And that will make it a 12-point game. I mean, I guess you could have gone for 2 there. And then if you get another touchdown and go for 2 again, it's only a field goal game. But at this point, you're probably just looking to score 2 touchdowns. We're going to bring Benji Fields onto the field for a handoff here. Our power back. He gets a loss of 2, so maybe not the right decision. It feels like the only play that they have him running is that stretch play. And that's really not the play you want a power back running, I don't think. I mean, he's probably not going to get to the outside. So 3rd and 8 here. I think I'm just going to take a shot. And Gabe Davis can't make the catch. I guess we'll punt the ball. Now Minnesota's looking like they could maybe get back in the game. So 4.5 minutes left. And really doesn't help that we didn't run any time off the clock there. Not much anyway. Need our defense to step up here. And that one's going to be a throwaway. 17 for 32 for Joe Thomas here. I'm going to throw it again. I'm going to check it down to the running back. It's hit by Kirby Joseph. Third and 10. And I'm going to launch that one down the field. Picked off again by Jaden McPhee. That might be the game. Jaden McPhee, 2 interceptions today. Now we're looking to run time over the clock. 4 turnovers for Minnesota. We're running time off the clock here. They're not going to start calling timeouts till it gets after the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and 8 now. We'll go play action crossers. It works a lot of the time. And that's a throw out of sack. So 4th and 8, we got to punt the ball. We did take a little bit of time off the clock. Minnesota, though, with all their timeouts, still kind of in this game. I mean, they get a touchdown there. Only down by 1 score, so if they can score quickly, we might be a little worried here. But our defense has played well, so it's going to get out to Hawkinson. He's going to get all the way down the field here. Finally going to be tackled at the 18-yard line. They're going to go no huddle. And they get up here right before the 2-minute warning. They do get the playoff before the 2-minute warning. That one's knocked down. That's going to be the 2-minute warning, I think. Yeah, that was the 2-minute warning. Exactly 2 minutes left. He's going to scramble here. Ed Oliver's chasing after him. That's going to not be a touchdown. Had to come out of the end zone to make the catch, so that one's knocked down. Just absolutely in front of the receiver there. They have all their timeouts, so would have to score here. It's going to be incomplete. I mean, if we can stop them here, the game's over, so definitely don't want to let him into the end zone, but it's only a yard. And he's going to get sacked on that one. Tyreek Wallace looked like a half a sack there. They're going to go no huddle, 4th and goal here now. And he's got a guy wide open. That's a touchdown. Jordan Addison. They are able to score without using their timeouts. Only 1 minute and 10 seconds left here now. We get the ball, we may just run it 3 times in a row. Although they've shut down our run game here in the second half. They're going to go for the onside kick. And we're not lined up for it. Wright going to get it, though. So, we'll see here. They're obviously going to look to call their timeouts. This game has become a lot closer than it should be. I mean, we were up 31-7, weren't we? I think we were up 31-0 at one point. Were we not? We get 5 yards on the run there. Gibbs is going to get stuffed there. And do we dare throw the ball here? I think we just throw it out to Gibbs. He's going to take the catch. He's going to get the first down. That's going to be the game. We could take a knee if we wanted to. I am going to run the ball here. Just because if we can get Gibbs another touchdown, that would be nice. Then he'd have 5 touchdowns for this game. I won't call any timeouts, though. How about that? If he doesn't just get into the end zone, we won't. We won't call any timeouts. Third and goal here. Oh, okay, I'll call a timeout. 4th and goal. 4th and goal from the 3. 3 seconds left in the game here. Can we get Gibbs another touchdown? We cannot. So, I mean, that's all right. 34-29 is the final, right? 34-29. We'll take a look at the player stats here. Gabriel Barkley, 14 for 28 for 240. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Kind of strange that he didn't have any touchdowns. But he was efficient enough, I mean. Joe Thomas for the Vikings, 21 for 40. 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. So I'll take the no touchdowns, no picks over 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Rushing, Jahmyr Gibbs had 142 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Only 1 run of 20 yards or longer. But still played well. Devin Singletary, he had a couple of nice runs, but they really didn't run the ball a ton, especially after they got down early there. Ray Clayton had 8 catches for 159. Did have a couple of drops. Hawkinson had one more drop than Ray Clayton, so it may have seemed like he had a lot of drops, but we had some too. So Addison had a couple. Jahmyr Gibbs had a drop, did have a couple of catches. And Gabe Davis, he actually dropped the ball 3 times, so did have 2 catches for 49 yards. Defensively, we're just going to look at our team. We did have several guys with tackles for loss. Elaine McNeil had a couple. Wallace had a couple. 2 sacks for Elaine McNeil, led the team. Tariq Wallace with 1.5. Hutchinson with 1. Leon Irving had a sack. Nick Mullins with a half a sack. Jaden McPhee, 2 picks. Tyquan Scott had the pick early. Aiden Hutchinson with a forced fumble was recovered by Tyreek Wallace. And field goals were better today, 2 for 2. So overall, a pretty good game. We did let them back in it there in the second half, and I don't like that. But a win is a win. So other teams, if we let them back in the game, are not gonna, fail like that. So we have to watch going forward. We're gonna take on the Broncos next week, and it is 2027 at this point, and they're 0-2. We're number 1 in our division now. Mock draft is out. Who they got us taking? Do we even have a first round pick? I don't think we even have a first round pick. We'll check out our draft picks here real quick because we may want to get in a position to have a first round pick. We have 2 seconds, our own, and then one from Carolina. We have a third from Baltimore. A bunch of 4s, a couple of 5ths, a couple of 6ths, a few 7ths. Got some late picks and the next draft as well. So maybe we look to make some trades at some point to pick up a first rounder, but I don't know. Ray Clayton, we're going to have to re-sign. He's going to be expensive. He wants a pretty high bonus. But we've got $120 million to re-sign these guys. Ray Clayton is one of our top priorities. Our next top priority is going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, and we may make him one of the highest paid running backs in the league. I mean, he's a 99 overall at 25 years old, so we got to pay him. And then Jaden McPhee, gonna have to bring him back. He wants a lot of money. Ed Oliver, do we bring Ed Oliver back? I think we definitely try to. And then Jack Campbell, Gabe Davis. Do we bring back Gabe Davis? Maybe we look to trade Gabe Davis. He really... Oh, I don't want to withdraw the offer, that's for sure. Bump the button there. But, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of catches every year. We look to go to Rico. And I don't think we hand out a $78 million contract to Gabe Davis. I just don't think that's smart. Malcolm Rodriguez. Verdon. Maybe we trade Verdon. I didn't realize his contract was going to be up this year. Terrell Germain. He's not that expensive to bring back. I think we try to bring him back on a long-term deal. Hutchins as well. Maybe we don't bring back Jonah Jackson. He's 30 years old. Maybe we look to trade Jonah Jackson. And then we, shuffle our offensive line around a little bit. Liam McNeil's starting to want more money. I mean, we just got to bring back practically everybody here. Some of our backup running backs, our contracts are up. Taylor Decker's contract is up. Maybe we trade Taylor Decker. Maybe we finally give Hampton a start. Taylor Decker's 33. I mean, he may start thinking about retiring at this point. Our fullback wants a 3-year, $19 million contract. So, I mean, he's one of the better fullbacks in the league. So, I don't think there's any way we bring back Riley Patterson. Then Brewer's going to have an option, and so is Tariq Wallace. So, it's going to be really expensive to bring back a lot of these guys. We're going to have to figure out who is the most important. And that's probably going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, Ray Clayton, and Jaden McPhee. So that's going to do it for this video. We will take on the Broncos in the next one. I will see you then. Have a good day.